Hey everyone, welcome back to the District Deets podcast, your go-to for all things happening in the district at Prairie Trail. We're here in the Chase Decal studios. Today's episode, we've got some great local business owners right here in the district. We're going to be talking about fashion. We're going to be talking about our boutiques, shopping local, and everything that you can find right here in the district. So today, we're going to talk to Tami from Maria Vincent. We're going to talk to Lee from Purple Poppy, and we're going to talk to Michelle from Mainstream Boutique. Without further ado, we're going to dive right in. All right. We're here now with Michelle from Mainstream Boutique. So tell us a little bit about your boutique right here in the district.
Well, we are going on 9 years this summer, which is pretty cool. I
Yeah.
mean,
Almost a
sometimes
decade, almost been here as long as the district.
I know. So, yeah, we have been in the same spot. We sit between Flavory Bistro and Pure Bar.
Awesome. So
Uh,
when I walk in the front door, like obviously boutique, what can I expect? What do you have like from fashion standpoint, from accessories? Like what's in the store? What kind of things do you guys curate to put on the shelf?
so our store has women's clothing, of course, jewelry, accessories, and shoes. The way that we buy or curate for our store is so that a daughter, like an 18-year-old can come in with her, maybe her 40-year-old mom, and then grandma can come in too, and everybody can find something,
Yeah.
So we try to keep it youthful, um, but not to the point where you wouldn't, like somebody my age that's 56 wouldn't want to wear it, or a 60-year-old would not want to wear it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So here in
just
Iowa,
tasteful.
yeah,
Yeah.
here in Iowa, as we transition, we're, spring, rainy season, getting ready to go into summer. Things are going to warm up. So that transition, what are you seeing as far as fashion goes for, the upcoming summer and, year ahead? What are you guys seeing? Things maybe you've seen at market, maybe trends. What does that look like?
Yeah. It's really interesting because when I do research about what's trending, it isn't always what we see at market, and it isn't always what is accepted in the Midwest. So sometimes we can be a little slow on trends. So I'll give you an example: barrel jeans. I don't know if you know what they are, but they're kind of a bigger,
Yeah.
flowier jean. And it takes us a while to embrace it here in the Midwest, and then it lingers a little bit longer than where it might on the East and West Coast. So, um, we right now what we're seeing for the summer is for patterns, we're seeing polka dots, gingham, a little bit like what I have on. This is a really, really small print gingham, and, then we have is it polka dots? Stripes. Stripes are all over the place, and then for denim, we're seeing just about everything for denim except for skinny jeans or jeggings or whatever you
Yeah.
want to call them. The barrel jeans are still strong. And for shorts, we're seeing Bermuda, not short shorts. You're even seeing some like gaucho type where they're to the knees. But we're definitely seeing longer shorts, which
Yeah.
is kind of nice
Yeah.
for somebody my age, anyways.
Yeah. So talk
Yeah.
about like how your team works with somebody when they come in a little bit, so if I come in and I really don't know, maybe I'm not great at putting things together, pieces together. How does your team work through that with the customer?
So, one of the things that we talk to our team about is reading the customer because you don't want to be overbearing and you also don't want to ignore them. So, you have to find that happy medium. You have to figure out where their headspace is. We want to be welcoming to everybody that comes in the door. Of course, we want them to feel like they're at their home or a home, like they're a guest in our home. We've all walked into stores where we've been kind of ignored or it doesn't really feel super comfortable or not really welcome. So we want to make sure, first of all, that we do that. If we can get a vibe of what they like, then we'll build off of it. Or if they find a foundational part of their outfit, it might be the denim and it might be the shirt or the tank top. We can bring them things for the outer part of their outfit. So, blazers or jackets, things like that. So we like to build off of, their original sense of style.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's the great thing about shopping local, right? I mean, you get to know your customers, you can have that personal touch. like you said, you kind of read the customer. Okay, maybe they're looking for one piece, maybe they're looking for a whole outfit. Maybe they don't have shoes to go with the outfit that they have for the evening. So, and I think that's the great thing about being able to come to the district, go to mainstream, and work with your staff. They can really help the customer in a way that you can't get online, or a lot of times you don't even get at a big box store anymore because they just don't have the staff to do that.
Right. I mean, you get in, you try it on yourself. You can say no at the moment, take it, put it back on the shelf or whatever. It is hard to buy online. It's a whole process, right? You got to try it on, send it back, get the different size, try something different. It's a tedious process. So it is nice that we have stores here that they can just come to right at the district and find their dress for graduation or whatever it might be.
Or get an outfit before they go to concert or live music that we have
Yes.
all summer,
Yes.
right? Or come down and do fitness in the park this year and then go shop and have brunch after. So I think that's the great thing about the district. There's so much to do. And we've got great local shops and shop owners that, I mean, your store's changing all the time. So with
Mhm.
the seasons, with new arrivals, so there's always going to be something different. It's not going to be the same thing when people walk in the door.
Right. So we're a boutique, right? But we have a lot of inventory. So we end up being a little bit more like a store sometimes, I feel like. But it's a good thing because there's a lot of variety. And we try to do the best we can at merchandising to make it look very tasteful and, you know, desirable
Yeah.
when people come into the store. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
So if the listeners, the watchers want to find you guys, what's the easiest way to find you other than coming to the store?
Well, we have an online store
Okay.
and we've been working very hard on. I know we say come into the store. That's the best case scenario, right? But not everybody can do that. And our online store serves as kind of a marketing tool for us as well. If you, let's say you live in Waukee or you live in Indianola or whatever, and you just want to see what our new arrivals are, you can jump online. Our new arrivals are hitting our online store pretty darn quickly. So you can see what we have in the store on our floor and then make the trip, if you want. But if you're like, "Oh, I don't see what I'm looking for," then, that's another case, but maybe another store will have what you need. So we've been working hard on that. So they can find us online and then you're gonna see us all over social media probably. You get that, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Social
um,
media. So you're on all the major channels,
yeah.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You guys, I've seen you shooting videos in the district, with, some of the new apparel that you guys have and some of the new fashion throughout the district,
Mhm.
shooting videos, shooting photos. So you guys are pushing that content every single day, out into the public so they know what they can expect when they come to the store.
Right now, people are really searching for styling techniques, styling ideas, ways to do things. So we have to adjust our presence online to that type of thing.
Yeah.
So we have to be, oh, this is how you tie a scarf. This is what you do with this, and these are the shoes you wear with that. And so, yeah, it's constantly changing.
Think that's great that you guys are out there, not only, trying to, sell what's in the store, but, give people ideas of how they can style things, what they can do, be the expert in the space and you're local. So if they do have questions, they can come in the store, talk with you, talk with your team and get that help one-on-one.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
so before you go, one last question we ask all of our guests. What's your go-to in MVP right here in the district? So other than going to the store every day,
Yeah.
where else do you love to spend time here in the district?
So I would probably have a couple notables. Is that okay if I give
Sure.
more than
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
Okay. So, I love the steak salad at District 36 with a creamy parm dressing. That's fantastic. And with a bottle of Circus wine.
Yeah.
Circus, yeah. And I'm trying to think of the Flavory Bistro um, Greek salad
God.
with chicken is fantastic. I work out at Club Pilates. I go back and forth between the Waukee and the Ankeny Club Pilates, so you gotta love that.
Yeah.
And then, oh, we've had some great staff events at AR Workshop.
Yeah.
So those would be some notables, things
Yeah.
that we've done that have been
Great
fun or that I
businesses.
love to do. That I love to go and grab that food or whatever. So yeah,
Yeah, great businesses, all locally owned.
yeah,
The owners of the restaurants are in the kitchen. We see the owners of AR, of Club Pilates, they're in just like you are. So great opportunity to come down, spend a day in the district, spend a weekend in the district, shop, dine, get fit, and
yeah.
and most of the time you get to meet the owners.
Yep,
Great.
that's very true.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong, right?
Can't go wrong. So, well, thanks for coming in today, Michelle, and talking to us a little bit about Mainstream and what you guys have going on. And if you're in the market and you're down here shopping, make sure you stop in and see Michelle and her team.
Thank you.
We want to take a moment to thank our sponsors for this brand new podcast. First and foremost, we want to start with Chase Decals. They wrapped this amazing wall, created this great space for us. So we really want to thank Josh and the team up in Ames, Iowa. Your brand deserves to be seen everywhere. With Chase Decals, create bold wraps and custom graphics that show off the best your business has. They create designs that stick, literally. Chase Decals, wraps, and graphics that stick to your business. Welcome, Tami, to the District Deets podcast.
Hi, Tony. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So you said first time on a podcast.
First time on a podcast.
Oh, well, there's a first for everything. So you own Maria Vincent right here in the district. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about your boutique and what makes it unique.
Okay. So Maria Vincent Boutique here in the district. We've been here 6 years now already, which is crazy. So I think what separates us from other boutiques in the district is we like to pride ourselves on we are urban fashion meets classic style. We like to stay classic, but I love to have a little bit of the current trends. But mostly we want pieces that are functional, that are versatile, pieces that will last in your wardrobe for seasons, hopefully a couple of years. We don't tend to do a lot of fast fashion. And I think the number one thing that we pride ourselves the most on is customer service, first and foremost. And secondly, just the ease of shopping. Our store is set up so that you can go through it, shop easily. It's not overcrowded. I hopefully feel like people think it's merchandised really well, and really makes it easy for them to shop.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what's in there now. So we're, coming out of spring, getting ready
Yeah.
to go into summer. What kinds of pieces do you have? Accessories? What do you have on the floor right now?
Oh gosh. Okay. So I'll kind of categorize it. So I think one of the things we sell the most is denim. So we have a lot of denim. And we aren't a store that has a ton of brands. We really try to narrow it down to very curated brands that we know people obviously feel comfortable in and really fit all body types. So I think that is definitely an advantage for us. And it's not overwhelming. And we know our denim really well. So when you come in, oftentimes people say, oh, that's not my size. And I'll say, I bet it is. And I would like to venture to say 90% of the time, I think I'm right. Not that we're sizing people up every day, but that's kind of what we do.
Yeah.
So we feel really comfortable in that. So we sell a ton of denim. You're going to see a lot of transitional items. So things that can carry you from spring into summer. So some examples might be lightweight jackets, lightweight sweaters, and then just a lot of spring tops. We sell a lot of, again, just the basics, but with a little twist. I like to have a lot of unique things that you can't find anywhere else. And I think that's also really important. And then another big category for us is dresses. We sell a lot of dresses, and with graduations, baby showers, bridal showers, this is the time of the year that a lot of people shop for dresses. So we have a lot of dresses. From an accessory standpoint, we carry jewelry. One of the biggest trends right now are these silk scarves that I have. So I wore one today to show you guys. But those are really popular right now. And so they're versatile. We love to show people different ways that you can wear those. And then, belts, of course, handbags, purses, hats. So yeah, that's what you'll see in the store right now.
Yeah. So I love that. There's just a variety for everyone.
Yeah.
And so, I know in the fashion world, people go to market, they source a lot of things.
See?
I assume you do the same. And do you take feedback from your customers? Like, what are they looking for? Kind of the fits and the fashion that they want to bring some of that in throughout the year?
We do, although I'll tell you, I feel like our customers kind of look to us. They look to us like, what's the trends? What are the colors that we're going to see? So we do take that into consideration for sure. But I think they kind of look to us to be their fashion go-to, and look to us to be the ones to tell them, here's what you need in your closet.
Yeah. So being locally owned right here in Ankeny, in the heart of Ankeny, what would you tell people about shopping local?
Yeah, I think for me, because I love community support. It's when you shop local, you're getting something that you don't get when you shop online. You're getting one-on-one service. You're getting that emotional connection, and that's different than when you're shopping online because you shop, you don't know how it's going to fit. You're not having somebody help you, and oftentimes you order something and you're frustrated because it doesn't fit or you don't like the way it fits, and then you have to worry about the hassle of sending it back.
Well, in that personal relationship, you get to
Yeah,
know your clients, you get to
yeah,
know, their colors, you get to
yeah,
know like what they've already bought
yeah,
and and
yeah,
and what might go well with some of those things as they come back in the store that
yeah.
you don't get that when you go to maybe a big box store or you're shopping online.
Yeah, it's so true. The personal connection is so true. And I try really hard. I think our staff does as well, where, we'll see repeat customers. And even if we can't remember people by name, we'll remember their face. Or I just had a gal in my store the other day that I was like, oh my gosh, I helped you last time you were in here and you were going to a trip, to Florida to your grandson's wedding. And she was like, how do you remember that? I'm like, I remember your face. I remember helping you. So I think that's the one thing about shopping local is you get that personal connection, and that personal interaction, and you're making friends, but also if people don't come out and support us locally, we can't be here.
Right.
And so that piece is so important, and there's just so many great things in the district for people to, yes, come and shop, but then you could go eat, or I always tell people you could go get a massage, you can go get a manicure, you can go get a pedicure. So this is just like your one-stop destination to, spend the day and enjoy yourselves and the people that you're with, and really take advantage of what the district has to offer.
Yeah, that's great. And and we've talked on the last couple episodes about all the music and the concerts
Yeah.
and the things coming to the district. Make sure that you come out and shop before the concert,
Yeah,
right? Like come out, get
absolutely.
your outfit for the concert for a great night out. You can go to dinner, then you can hang out at the concert, but
Yep.
make sure that you come out or over the weekend you can come out, spend a day, or if you have a day off during the week, spend the day in the district.
Yep.
Like you said, get a massage, go get coffee, come shop,
Yep.
then have lunch. So you can really make a full day of everything that we have here in this great location.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
How can people find you if they want to find Maria Vincent? Can they find you online, social media? Tell us how to get to you.
All the above. Yeah, we're also on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and then we have a website as well. It's just mariavincent.com. And then that's our social media handle as well. I just keep it all the same. So it's pretty easy for everybody. So if you just Google Maria Vincent Boutique, you'll find us.
And I'm sure you share a lot of the things that are coming online,
Yeah.
coming in the store, all of those things.
Yeah.
You share a lot of that online so people kind of know what's new, what's
Yeah.
exciting when they get there.
Yeah, and I always tell people if you see it online, come in and get it, or if you see it, post it on social media, which we post every day, and we're pretty active on that on those platforms. But I always tell people if you see it, come in and get it because we don't buy really deep.
Yeah.
Because I think one of the things about owning a boutique is and shopping at a boutique is you want originality. You don't want to look like everybody else. I don't want to wear the same Lululemon pants that every single other person is wearing right now, right? So I think that's part of fashion that makes it so fun is you want your own style. And so we don't buy really deep, so things move fast.
Right.
And we are constantly turning our inventory and getting new stuff at the store too. So every week we have new stuff coming out. So
So get it before it's gone.
get it
And
before it's
when,
gone.
and
Yeah.
when you come back next week, it's going to be completely different.
Right.
So
And I promise you I'll help you find something else that you can't live without.
I love it. One more question before
Yeah.
you go. We do this with all of our guests. What's your district MVP? What's your go-to in the district other than going to your own store every day?
Oh, wow. Okay, you got to put me on the spot about that.
Of course.
Oh, gosh. Okay, well, aside from restaurants, I think the other place that I spend my most money is probably at Premier Nail Bar getting my nails done.
Yeah.
Because I can't have bad nails when I'm checking people out at
That's
the
right.
gas wrap.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in today. School's almost out. Summer's almost here. Fashion's changing. We're getting out of winter clothes, getting into those summer fits, summer fashion. So we want to tell everybody, make sure that you come out to Mary Vincent Boutique and they'll probably see you there.
Yeah, they'll see me there. I'm there all the time.
Awesome.
All right,
Thanks, Tami.
thanks for having me.
Yeah. The final piece to our District Eats podcast today. We're here with Lee from Purple Poppy. Welcome to the District Eats. And let's start. Tell us a little bit about Purple Poppy that's right here in the district. You guys have moved a couple of times, but you've got a lot of great things inside the store. Tell us a little bit about what we can find.
Yeah. So Purple Poppy Boutique in Ankeny here in the district opened in 2020, right at the tail end of COVID. So that was quite an experience.
It's rough.
It was a little rough, but we made it. So, and we opened up, and I really wanted to offer some unique women's pieces along with men and children's. At the time, there weren't any children's boutiques here. So 5 years we spent doing women's, men's, and children's. Last year in May, we moved to our new location and we discontinued the children's wear because we already have Robin and Riley here in town, which is a great children's boutique. So we're focusing now on women's and men's, hand-picked, great, comfortable, everyday, casual wear, clothing, and accessories. And so it's really fun to get to hand select all of those items for both men and women. We're very proud to offer the lines that we offer. And yeah, so that's what you can find at the Purple Poppy.
So tell us a little bit about what you're seeing. So as we're transitioning now, in Iowa, we're coming out of winter. Spring's hanging around a little bit too long. I think we're all ready for summer.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what you're seeing, trends, fashion, as we, get ready to go into summer months here in Iowa.
Yeah, well, we start getting our spring items in January. So it's been a long spring for us in the retail world, right?
Yeah.
People are coming in, they're seeing the bright colors, the shorter lengths, the shorts, and they're like, oh, I'm not ready to shop yet. And the darn weather really hasn't been great for us to be able to start selling any of those until recently. So we're starting now to see people looking at a lot of dresses, for Mother's Day events, graduations, weddings, showers of all different kinds. So, dresses for women have been big over the last couple of months. In our men's department, dress shirts, again, for those same occasions, have been big. Moving forward, just we're transitioning now to kind of more of our summer. And so Americana is really big right now. Obviously, with the nation's 250th anniversary
Yeah.
this year, everybody should be out there celebrating.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of fun apparel and accessories to celebrate that moving into the summer.
Yeah, and we're gonna throw a big party out here on July 2nd. We're gonna have Carl Customs down here again. Big party, fireworks, silent disco. So
Yeah.
if they want to come out before the event, come out and see. You got a lot of great things.
Absolutely. We've got a lot of really fun things, anywhere from, bracelets, earrings, all the way to sweatshirts. And, people are coming in and they're like, sweatshirts. I'm like, it gets chilly at night after
Yeah.
the sun goes down. And yeah, so we've got everything, the whole spectrum for them.
Yeah, or if you're at the lake spending the
Yes.
night, sitting out by the fire,
Right.
it gets a little chilly when the sun goes down if you're by the water, those types of things. So,
Absolutely.
get it here and take it with you on your vacation.
Yeah. And we've got it in store now to celebrate Memorial Day, really all season long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, one thing that you mentioned, which is really unique to the district, you have men's clothing. So I think it's the only place in the district you can get men's clothing. Talk a little bit about like what some of those pieces are. What can they expect? Or, if somebody's out shopping, there's something for their husband or their
Yeah.
boyfriend or significant other if they're out shopping in the district, if they come in your store that they may not know about, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting. I've had men's for 6 years now, and I get people every day practically coming in like, oh, I didn't know you had men's. I'm like, we do. And now that you know, I hope that you share that knowledge because I really am proud of what we offer. So, some of the brands that we carry, and probably most everybody's going to be familiar with, is Seven Diamonds, is a big line for us for men's. It's just super, super great. Fabrications, great four-way stretch tops, shorts, everything can be worn very casual or dressy. It's very, very versatile. We sell Liverpool brand for men and women, but our men's line, the denim that we carry in store is Liverpool jeans. We carry a couple of different styles in that, lots of different washes. And once I get a gentleman to try on a pair of Liverpool jeans, they're hooked,
Yeah.
usually, because again, the denim is just so stretchy, comfortable, holds its shape, easy to wear. they just really usually come back for another pair or two after we get them to try it on. We also have a lot of fun graphic tees for guys. We have, hats. We've got some gift items. Next month is Father's Day. We're having a Father's Day event the Saturday before Father's Day. So it started off with women that were shopping in my store would purchase our men's items for men. Now I have a lot of men's customers who come in over their lunch break or after work to shop for themselves, which is what I want to see. I love that.
Yeah. And a couple other a brand that I know that you guys carry, Bad Birdie,
Oh yeah.
right?
Can't forget
So
Bad Bird.
can't forget Bad Birdie.
Right.
Great golf shirts or just casual shirts.
Yeah, what I love about Bad Birdie is a golf brand. If those people out there don't really realize that, they're based out of Scottsdale, Arizona. And again, like you said, they're just super comfortable. They're super fun patterns. They just, every time you wear it out on the golf course, people recognize, hey, that's a Bad Birdie shirt. Hey, that's a Bad Birdie shirt. I have a gentleman, a customer who wore a Bad Birdie golf shirt and shorts to a golf range in Arizona, down in Phoenix, and he got complimented. He said probably about 6 different times people there where the brand is from were like, "That's a really cool shirt," and he's like, "Well, it's Bad Birdie, they're based here." And so, it's a great brand. And again, I can't stress they're very, very transitional pieces. You can wear them year round. You can wear them casual on the golf course, to the park with your kids or out for a night out with your girlfriend or your wife, and they're just very, very versatile pieces.
Yeah, so I think that's really great, something unique. As we get into summer, as we get into golf season here, but year round. I mean, it's just a great
Yeah.
opportunity for guys to know that if we're in the district, there's a place for us to go to and maybe
Yes.
shop and hang
Yes.
out.
And we've got really great places here in the district.
And we've talked about that a lot, with this morning with Tami and with Michelle and some of our other guests. But the businesses that are locally owned, you get to meet
Yes.
the business owner. They care, and you do get that personal touch, like you said, whether it's events where there's a color analysis, or you guys have drinks, or you're partnering with another business in the district to put on local events. So there's just a unique vibe and something different that you don't get by going to the mall, or you don't get
Right.
by sitting on the couch shopping on your computer. So,
Yep.
come out, see the team, stop into the boutiques and
Yep.
make a day of it.
Yep, absolutely. We are so different from big box stores. Locally owned, we have a commitment to the community that we're in. We love our customers. We love to help them find special pieces that they're going to love forever. And yeah, we love to have fun. So,
Yeah. Well, before you go, one question we ask everyone.
yeah.
So in the district, there's a lot to do. Other than going to the store every day, what's your district MVP? What's your go-to out here?
Oh gosh, there's so many. That's hard. Um, I really like to unwind at 30 Hop. They have some great appetizers, and of course, I love their chicken tacos are to die for. It depends upon what I'm in the mood for, but I really do have to give a shout out to the other women's boutiques here in the district. The three of us work really well together, and we just offer a great variety for women shoppers. And we complement one another in the area that we each carry a little bit of unique items, and so we try not to overlap a lot. And so a woman comes in shopping for a certain thing, I don't necessarily have it. I'm always recommending that they go and check out the other 2 boutiques, to see if they might carry something that I don't.
Yeah, I think that's something, getting to know you guys over the last few years, that you guys, I mean, you don't see each other as competition.
No,
You
not at
truly
all.
see each other as an extension of what you have, or like you said, you try to carry things that are a little bit different, or have things curated that, maybe a little bit different than each other. And you guys work really well together and, bring everybody up together, and work hard on events and sales and, pushing customers back and forth. So I think that is another unique piece of that synergy that you guys have built, being business owners right here in the heart of Ankeny. So
Yeah, thank you. We do that. It's community, it's not competition.
yeah, we love that.
Yeah.
All right. thanks for tuning into the District Deets. We want to encourage you to shop local right here in the district. We've got a lot of amazing boutiques, a lot to do in the district. Thanks for tuning in. And, supporting local business, means supporting their passion, their commitment, and their commitment to our community. So when you have the opportunity, come out, spend the day, shop in the district, dine in the district, and come out and see some of these great business owners that we've talked to today. So don't forget to tune in for more updates. As we go through the summer, we're going to talk to a lot of our sponsors, more of our business owners, and we're going to talk about a lot of the great things that we're going to have going on in our community right here in the heart of Ankeny, in the district of Prairie Trail. Stay tuned. More District Deets coming soon.